guys.
Yeah, they're like aunties.
Because the same person at work, good morning. The same person outside work, shikamo. I remember one thing that made me feel very Gen Z is when a workmate of mine joked, guys, I'm going on maternity leave. And I was like, hello, everybody. We are Watu Pipo podcast. We talk about the experiences that we face as young Gen Z women in this world, in this life, in everything you can possibly think of. And I'm your host, Shanira Msale,
and I'm Tekla, your host as well.
Yeah. Kwa hiyo topic ya leo, we thought, because we all are working in the corporate environment, we were thinking that we should talk about our experience of being a Gen Z. We're Gen Zs, by the way. I feel so dadaish in these clothes that I'm wearing. Kini, I'm a child. I'm a baby girl, okay?
I know.
Yes.
People be like, I'm Gen Z.
Gen Z kweli.
I don't know.
This is my Gen Z, capital Z, okay? Sawa. And we work in millennial environments with older people, aka adults. Kwa hiyo we want to talk to you about what we faced in this kind of environment, because we know that a lot of young people are working, and unajisikiaje ukifanya kazi na mtu ambaye ni either uncle yako au shangazi yako, and out of the workplace ungemsalimia tena unge nini? Yeah, unge courtesy. That mimi ni Mchaga, we don't do that shit.
Oh, me I do that shit. I'm
But anyway, yeah. Kwa hiyo before we get into that, I want to ask you, T, what stood out to you this week in anything, any life, work, anything?
Okay. So what stood out to me this week? First of all, I should say I live with my younger brother.
Yeah.
Paul. And we talk a lot. Like he's a conversationalist, just like I am. So we talk a lot during like the times that we do chores and whatnot. So I've noticed that this whole week we've been talking about how someone's economic background can affect their whole outlook of life, right? So and this just happened, like, I don't know, naturally, when he's telling me about his friends and how maybe his friend, like, I don't know.
Even in we were having this conversation with a friend of mine, even in dating, ukidate mtu ambaye, even if let's say this dude makes more money than you, if they came from a certain background and they didn't have much, even if wewe una hela kwake, atakuona wakishua. Me, I always get that. I'm like, how do I say this? For example, if someone was asking me, where would you like to go? I'm like, I want to go eat sushi, right? I like kitimoto, but I like sushi a lot, and sometimes I crave it. And he was like, sushi? Me, I can't do that. He has the money to do that. No, but I think Nile, I don't know, you have never conceptualized your life like those people, and those people ni washua. So you find that even if Mimi, I'm the broke one in this relationship, I look like you are like more acting poor, even if you have the money. And that's why I'm thinking it's better to marry, if you had to choose a choice. Bora upate mtu ambaye amekulia kwenye mazingira ya generational wealth, kuliko self-made, even if they both have the same income, because the outlook on life is tofauti. Yeah, I agree.
What about you, babes?
Me, what's that to me? Man, I've been thinking about moving out of home for a while. I live with my parents, by the way. And today, I was like, I don't want to leave.
Why?
Because I'm so loved at home. I can't imagine life without my sister.
Okay.
Like waking up and coming here and recording and her being in the audience. Shout out to Shakwana. I just can't imagine that life of living from my own house alone, coming here. And also that money I would pay on rent. I want to travel with it. If I move out, I can't travel. If I move out, my travel will be Kinondoni Posta. But if I live in Kunduchi, my travels will be Dar es Salaam, abroad.
Okay.
Get it?
So my question is, what made you want to move out in the beginning? And
that's a good question. We were having squabbles with my caregivers, my guardians.
Okay.
And it's not because of anything wrong. I just think maybe I feel like I'm grown. And now they're like, no, you're not. Like, you're under my roof. So that thing is like, sometimes I feel like I come back anytime I want, which is a privilege. It's always been like that. Lakini I don't like kuulizwa maswali nikirudi or kuambiwa umechelewa, even if sitagombezwa, but I don't want that. I want like to be autonomy. Yes. So now me and my guardian are okay, and I'm like, oh, I love home.
Okay.
So it's mostly my guardian. My guardian makes me want to move out, and when my guardian is chill, I'm like, oh, I love
my guardian. I like that you're saying my guardian.
Yes. I have a guardian, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't call them parrot. It feels too domineering,
Yeah.
Anyway.
And any other thing?
No. You can go to the topic at hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So our topic, like Shanira said, is a Gen Z and a millennial workspace. And we're saying millennial workspace because right now millennials are the ones that are really
They've
more
been working for 10 years,
we call
8 years
the
plus.
ones older.
Yeah.
Right? But they are the ones older, of course, bado wapo. So let me just say, so far I've worked corporate in 2 places, right? I'm not going to mention those places, right? But just about
what about that first one?
Yes, that first one is one of the 2.
Okay.
So in the first one, it was a fairly small
organization.
So I can't say all corporate. Then the second one is like proper corporate, right? So the first one, it was hard. It was hard. And now I have a different view. In the beginning, I was just like, oh, small corporations, F them. I don't want to ever work in a small corporation and whatnot. But now I have a different view. I will talk about it later.
Okay.
But in that small corporation, the thing with the small offices is you guys act like your family.
Everyone's in everyone's business. Yes. Kumi too. So obviously I know you're in your period today.
Yeah. So there used to be like some tendencies which I really didn't like. Like, for example, we'll have tea and they'll be like, ni muda wa kuosha vyombo. And by that time I was an intern. So nilikuwa naosha vyombo. I'm like, am I being paid to osha vyombo?
Yeah. Babe, I'm shocked in big corporate girl because I have worked in a big corporate and there's always staff for kuosha vyombo. I remember the first time when I started my first job, nilikuwa ninaosha my own dishes, nikaambiwa acha kuna dada mambo hayo, like just stop. And me, I'm thinking nisipoosha I'll look like I'm the spoiled girl nini.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so now I'm like, whoa, endelea.
Yeah, so those were like the nuances that I hated about the small office. And like everyone is on your business, like ukivaa tu vizuri kidogo, ukivaa tu heels, you stand out. Like, and I'm like, these are just normal heels. I mean, hey, unavaa sana. I'm like, I'm sorry. Isn't this supposed to be an office?
It was supposed to look good.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So my second experience with like now a proper big corporate, that one was a shock. That one was a shock because now there is when I felt like now I'm at work. And yeah, I mean, should I go to my first point?
Go to your first point.
So my first shock was greeting and addressing people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in my Kasmoka, before the big corporate one, in the small office, I used to greet people with shikamo because that's how we were. Like it was a kind of family kathingi, But in proper corporate, I found myself doing the same thing. And these guys were like,
what are you doing?
I'm salimiana ni shikamo. And me, I'm just seeing these people, they're like aunties,
they are.
Especially those directors,
they are
like my dad's age.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, shikamo boss. And they'll be like, good morning.
Are you lost, child?
Lost? I mean, are you sure you're in this?
My first job, I used to say shikamo to everybody. Nikaambiwa niache. Like, you're in corporate, say good morning. Mambo might feel a bit too, if you're uncomfortable with not saying shikamo, mambo is too far of a reach.
Yeah.
So bora good morning because it's formal and it's still kind of endearing. But I remember that. And I think it happens a lot when GenZ's enter millennial workforces because mimi niingia pale, nianza kusalimia nikaacha.
Yeah.
Akaingia another girl who was also my age. Alikuwa nasalimia kila mtu na alikuwa anainama.
Oh my God.
And I was like, ew. And then I was like, shit, that used to be me. That was me. Anyway.
Yeah, so that was my first culture shock, really. Addressing people, greeting people. You don't know what to tell. Okay, there is that is your boss. That's an obvious shikamo boss. And there is those that are
I don't say
really
shikamo to my boss. I don't say shikamo to my boss.
Baby, I used to say shikamo.
Okay.
So there's that which is not really your boss, but ni mkubwa wako. So I don't know. So you auntie.
Yes,
You dada. So I was having a lot of dadas, like dada, someone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's after a while, obviously, like
they fade away.
Yeah, they fade away. But that was my first shock. Like,
because everybody's older than you. Yeah. So you don't know. And Mimi, when that switch came on, could stop saying shikamo at work, even when I'm at home. And I meet uncles and aunties, I sometimes forget to turn the switch back on. So it's like, this is your mom's friend. I don't know what to say. Like, I would say good morning. I'm like, no. Shikamo, So because it's hard, because the same person at work, good morning. The same person outside work, shikamo.
I found myself also telling older people first, habari.
I say habari is so neutral.
Then after some time, I'm like, oh, shikamo.
Yeah. I like habari. Habari is so formal, so neutral and respectful.
Yeah.
Okay. My next point is, I tend to have an issue with keeping time.
Law, babes.
And in my workplace, by 8:20, everybody is looking at their laptops, focused. Yani, so watu wanaingia, what would have been there?
They've been there.
If they had
like
two chapatis,
an hour before,
they're finishing their quarter chapati with the tea while they're looking at their laptop, right? And in my specific workplace, I think out of maybe 15 people, 17 people in my department, only 3 of us are GenZ's. And even that third one is doubtful, you know. Alikuwa amekamata tu kwa statistic, like technically sio Gen Z.
Like a 95
94 Sasa I would come in at 9. That was the old me. I'm changed. I come on time. I push. I fight. Baby.
Good job.
Thank you. I come in at 9 or 8:47, 8:49, pale 8:50, and I'm the one with 0 babies.
Oh my God, these guys have real responsibility.
They're babas.
Yes.
They are mothers.
They have probably taken their kids to
school.
They're
all living in Gamboni. So I cannot say I live far. Like my boss lives Bali. There is no excuse. She's a mother. She's a director. She's the head of something, and she's earlier than you. She
probably cooked lunch.
She woke up, bathed her kids. We were speaking with my workmate. She was like, Mimi, every morning I wake up with my kids and prepare them for school. I can't let Dada do that. And she comes ahead of me. Koyani, I feel like that gives you no room for excuses. If I was a millennial, I can blame my child. Now you have more. Right now, maybe my mom, my dad, my baby, I can kill one of them and say I'm late.
I can kill one of them.
But them, they have more people. They have my niece, my nephew, my daughter, my mother-in-law, like msiba wa mama mkwe. That's also
Yes,
you have more people you can lie about to cover up, you know, your ailments.
And these guys make it. They show up.
Earlier that, babe, I was like, okay, I have arrived at a corporate place.
Yeah.
Time is everything.
Right.
Time is everything. What's your next point?
So my next point is email etiquette. Right?
Okay.
So we've not been using emails.
No.
As Gen Z's, I know millennials, there was a time where emails was their thing as well. It was their social media.
Were they talking staging on emails?
I think.
I know, guys.
Yeah.
People, okay. If you were married in 2015, tell me, were you talking staging on an email?
So for us, we only created emails so that we can create Instagrams and Facebook.
Yes, that's true. That was my first encounter with an email.
Yeah,
Instagram and Facebook.
Barely used emails. We started using emails properly in work. So me, I'm like, you know, I would address my boss, be like, hi, please find attached. Regards,
okay.
Right? Me, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Right? Then this one day, a senior to me, she was like, Tekla, how do you write emails to your boss? You don't address your boss as hi. You have to write dear someone. And I'm like, dear?
First of all, I don't like the word dear.
And I don't like the word dear. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Or I'd be like, so maybe I'm writing an email to a boss, right? And I'm requesting him to help something, right? So there's a way that you request your senior. Me, I'll be like, hi, say John. Hi, John. Please see below. Kindly do this. Like,
unam command. Yeah.
And I was like, so there's etiquette to this. I mean, I thought we're just like cool.
Yeah, I thought we're communicating.
Yeah.
I could have texted you, but instead I emailed you.
Yeah. I would have come to your desk. I would have called you, you know.
So I'm doing you a favor by writing an email.
Yes. And I think millennials have, and maybe they have also been taught, maybe us who are not trained, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a way that they do their things very organized, and us are just like, I'm just like,
I think it's because they've been working for 8, 6, 10, 15,
really,
20 years.
If we work 8, 7...
Yeah, I definitely think 5 years from now, the way I email, the way I plan my desk.
Blunders as us?
Maybe worse, because most of them don't speak English. No. What I mean is, sisi wengi wetu Gen Z's, wengi wetu tumekulia English medium. The time we were born, it was not a luxury.
Yes.
It was not a privilege. It was almost like a normal thing. Yeah. Whereas for the people who are in their late 30s, early 40s, even mid 30s, English medium was a kind of a class thing kidogo. Yes. Not even international, just English medium. So for many of us being in English medium environments, like speaking English, it comes second nature to us. True. You get it?
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe we are in a better position to write proper English emails than they were, because most of them their mazingira was Kayumba, then maybe secondary they would go to an English. Lakini that's where I'm coming from with that point.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, that's it. Email etiquette was a shock.
Was a shock, yeah?
Me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My next point is the style, guys, the dressing style.
Oh, okay. I'd see why.
There are some shoes I've seen, babe. Some heels. Why is your heel a block like this? I get there's block heels, but why is it the size of a baobab tree? Like, and then zina zile maua kwa mbele au like sorry, I have a thing against heels that have like a belt loop, a triangular golden belt loop.
Okay.
Kwa mbele. I don't know, it just feels 90s to me. I don't know.
Like
and not 90s in a cool way.
I have like that.
I don't like it, babe.
You don't like my heel?
I need to see it to make sure.
Ew, it's in the car. I'm going to show you.
The shoes, I remember seeing someone coming with heels this short.
Okay.
And it's small as well. I think we'll just have to find photos
Babes,
to edit and post
actually,
here.
I read somewhere in Pinterest
Yeah.
that very long heels, like the one I wear, like the stiletto long, those are not corporate.
Why?
Corporate is a mid-heel to a kitten. That's corporate.
No, Wana.
Yeah.
What about the people work in banks, our law firms? That's the norm. I work in a bank, as far as I can say. And heels is the norm.
Not heels. Unajua
zile ndefu zenye mbamba zile sexy.
Lubotini wanasema. No, those are not corporate, babes.
According to who? The colonizer? I'm not listening to the colonizer. Okay. My next point is that when we go out on these work events, I look like the coolest person. I can dance. It's like, look at this person. Lakini when I go out to a movie, babe, I'm a dot in the vast sands of the ocean.
I have a point to talk about work events.
Yeah.
So work events, that's where I think most people judge you.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know. Sometimes I overdo, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to, when I'm with my friends, I drink.
It's a work event.
Yeah.
We're
but
partying,
everyone is like showing your
Mm.
eyes like, don't you know you're with your bosses?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I also think it comes to the fact that as Gen Zs, we view authority differently.
Yes, we do view authority.
Respect and not fear.
Yes.
I feel like with millennials, they lead with fear, then respect. Because even in work events, me dancing is not disrespecting my boss.
Yeah.
Lakini, if I was afraid of them, their perception of me having fun or maybe looking a bit too loose would scare me.
Yeah.
But I think most of us, I don't know, we're not that as reverent as a millennial would be towards their leader. Kwa hiyo, I think that's where it comes in.
Yeah.
Link your point.
So my point was people pleasing.
Millennials, guys, people please.
So with this point, millennials would feel like I'm dragging you by your edges. Kidogo. Yes. But yeah, I feel like they have an element of people pleasing.
Yeah.
They view, like most of our older generations view authority with so much fear.
So much fear.
And one time I was with my boss and he was saying when he was adding like a course, these guys keep studying. Like anaongeza sijui managerial course, what. Then one of the modules was how to manage Gen Z's. These days there's a module that these guys are being taught of how to manage Gen Z's.
Yeah.
And wanaambiwa kwamba Gen Z's have a protest behavior. Like they are naturally protesting people.
And we ask why.
We ask why. We are inquisitive. We are curious. We are not gonna, be like,
what's the
boss,
logic behind this?
Why are you telling me to do this?
Yes.
And I think that's the revolutionary nature of us.
So even as a leader, you are learning how kwamba ukiulizwa why soma siheshimiki.
Yeah.
It's just that these people are more likely to question.
Yeah. So people pleasing, ile kitu ya unakuja mapema, unataka kuondoka usiku sana ili onekane sometimes you really don't have anything to do mpaka saa 3 za usiku. Why are you staying there, Jane? Why are you still on your laptop?
Go home. You have 5 kids.
Go home, Sarah.
Go home. You have a husband.
No, I know. Yeah, so it's true. It's that really.
It's true. It's true.
Also, there is this tabia mtu ana work fast to look like they're so busy. You have to always look busy. Mimi, I had in the beginning though. Right now nimeshaanza kujifunza jinsi ya look busy, even if you're not. But in the beginning I would like, I have nothing on my desk.
You have nothing on your desk?
And I'll take my phone and, be...
Actually, looking at your phone looks so lazy.
I know.
Even if you could be working from your phone.
I'm just, on my phone and people are like, hey, take unafanya kazi za kufanya, mpeni kazi, someone will give you their job to do just because. And I'm like, I think I'm done with the things that are on my desk. I mean,
so what?
Yeah. But then they'll be done. Lakini atakuwa anatembea, atafanya.
Atajificha. So you have the ujasiri to just be on a desk and chill, like, because I was given a task, I've done the task.
It's really done.
Then fam.
Yeah.
So one thing I really like about being a Gen Z in a millennial workforce ni kwamba you get a lot of mentors.
Oh yes.
Everybody around you has been in your shoes in one way or another. They are, maybe if you're in stage 3 of life, they are stage 6 where they're married, washajenga, this is their 7th job. Kwa hiyo they have so much gems to offer you.
Yes.
It really lifts you up. Yeah. Like, it really lifts you up. I've had so many mentors in each environment. And sometimes you could ask a simple question and it ends up becoming an hour lecture because they really want to like put every piece of information into you. And I don't regret it. I love it because you learn so much. Yeah. I remember one of the most pivotal moments of my perception in relationships came from a mentor. Yes. At my first workplace. Yes. I remember one day it was a week to the end of year party, and it's a big deal. So you gotta like buy a whole new dress, you gotta vunja kabati.
Yeah.
And at that point, maybe I didn't take it so seriously. I was like, I'm just gonna wear my black dress, which I have at home. But they're like, no, Shania, you should buy stuff. And I was like, I don't have money. I don't even know where the money came because we were paid early.
Yeah.
Anyway, she was like, Shania, are you telling me that a pretty girl like you have no one you can ask for money from? I was shocked. I was like, I can ask for money from men?
Sprinkle.
I was like, no. Because before that, I didn't have that in me. Like,
yeah.
Why are you asking someone's son? Like,
that comes from privilege, by the way.
It does, eh?
Yeah, it does.
But I think sorry, I moved my mic. I hope that's not a problem. Most Gen Zs were raised by parents who told them never depend on a man. Because I think our mothers were maybe the last people who didn't have an income and were taken care of by their father, or maybe they grew up in an environment where they saw their mom not being the breadwinner and the father being the breadwinner. Kwa hiyo, after seeing how depending on someone can cause you so much trouble, when they're raising us, their children, they're like, don't ever depend on a man.
Nipigie
mimi, make sure, fight, like, don't depend on a man, because they've seen how it affects people, right? And we have grown up seeing both parents contributing one way or another. Even if maybe the dad contributes a bit more, we've grown up seeing both. Kwa hiyo, I think being raised as a product of a person, ambaye mama yake au bibi yake alisema don't ever depend on a man, I just took that. Like, don't ever depend on a man. So to be told that you can depend on a man, I was like shocked. Anyway, I drafted my messages to my 4 talking stages.
Oh. Actually, I should say, Shanira has ever drafted a message for me.
Yes.
This one time, I think
strategy.
Yeah.
Strategy. So I drafted my messages to 4 people, depending on how I know them, their occupation, what they're able to afford, where we are in our talking stage. You can't ask them to a 1 week, an amount you ask them to us 8 months. Unajua unajipanga. I gave it to my millennial friends. They were like, toa, too much explanation, toa. Squeeze huyu kwa vile iko hivi, mwambie una F20 akuongezea F50. Ukimwambia unataka F50 nzima atakataa. Squeeze inabidi useme una hela yako kidogo, babe. You cannot just ask for the full amount.
So babes, maybe me I'm talking to some very low lives, I guess. Because mwingine unamwambia kabisa nina shilingi fulani. Oh, okay, best of luck. Unaenda kununua lini? Or maybe I look like I have money.
Yeah, you do. You look like a madam. Like, how can you lack?
Yeah. But I lack sometimes.
Yeah, we lack, guys. We're just girls.
We're just girls.
Anyway, so I drafted my messages to my 4 people with my millennial assistants. Wakanisaidia ku-edit, nikatuma. That same day, guys, I got money to buy a dress.
Nice.
Do you know what I did? I didn't buy the dress. I ate the money. I don't even know what I did with the money.
The chaga in you.
Yeah. I should have just bought a dress to say that this is the first time I became a city girl. This is my city girl dress, right? Like, imagine that. I would never get that from my peers because we're all raised the same. Me and you, we think the same. Our parents were the same. Don't ever depend on a man. Don't, So, yeah, I think it gives you mentors, not just kwenye mambo ya kazi. even kwenye maisha, even in relationships, how you're managing your money. My mentor is a millennial, and she was like, okay, you're working in a bank, here's what you should do, invest your money these places. I would never get that from someone who's my age, because we all lack the same knowledge, we all know the same things. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
So for me, one thing that I love about being a Gen Z in a millennial environment, I think, is the nature of the conversations that we have. I'm a person who enjoys conversations, comparison conversations.
Okay.
And even when I travel, I love to speak to the locals so that I can compare our experiences.
With their experience.
I love, like, so what do you do here when it's, maybe bride price?
Yes.
For us, we do this. Oh my God. I find it fascinating. So I think the kind of conversations that I have with millennials are close to that. Like, so these days, where do you guys go out for like drinks? I'm like, oh, warehouse. Sis tulikuwaga tuna maisha club. Tulikuwa sisi tuna escape.
I'm even forgetting the places.
I know.
Sign clubs.
Sunny club.
Deal.
And I find those so fascinating. And that, I don't know, these guys really lived in a time where they didn't have social media.
They didn't.
Right?
People still went viral though.
Yeah. The
people, yes. Lakini kuna watu ambao, okay, I don't think I have an example per se. Lakini even before social media, there were people who went viral without even,
like, they were socialized.
Like everyone knew mtu fulani. Like, I think it just goes to show you kwamba things are different but the same.
Yeah.
The same way right now, the only difference is now we have our lives digitally. We have your life here with you, and then we have our lives in the podcast. But we're the same person both ways, so we can be famous digitally in a way that we couldn't be famous in real life. Like, for them,
no.
It's the same thing. I think that they still had their people. Like, I know if my dad, for example, my dad is the OG influencer, guys, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know him, but you're Gen Z's, you might not know him. Anyway, he was known, he had friends, people knew him. Like, kuna namna, even if you didn't have couldn't post, maybe the cars you drove or the life you lived, the way you partied, people just knew you know? Like, there was that.
Yeah, I think
they were famous people of that time.
How you partied.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy.
I don't know how they live life without having pictorial evidence kwamba mtu fulani yuko same fulani.
So I had a conversation. My dad is not a millennial. I think he's a
Gen X.
I think he's Gen X. Yeah. So he was telling me so you see how now when we meet friends, we exchange Instagrams.
Yeah.
Right? For them, back then when they used to have like social events with other schools. For example, my dad went to Sengerema High School. And because schools who wana crashes wao. You know, if it's an all boys, if it's an all boys school, wana crashes wao were girls. So the crashes were Sengerema boys, but that time was Bwiru girls. Somewhere in
like Eagles and Canoes at some point.
So they used to come for like social events, and when they come, the girls would come with their photo albums, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and they would be like, "Oh, can you show me your photo album?" The same way we'll now exchange
Instagrams, and then we'll look at she's outgoing, she's rich, she's exposed.
Open the photo album and be like, oh, so who is this? That's my mom. Where were you here? So there we went to some place. Yeah. And the guy would also have to like give a photo. So this is my photos.
Would they live with the album?
Or so you'd ask for one picture, like, can I have one picture of yours? Yeah, sure. Yeah, and girls would actually detest guys who don't have pictures. Like, you don't have a picture.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
but today it's different, because if a guy has 3 followers and only 1 picture on his DP, hana post zote.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the alpha male. Why do you have a tripod, babe? Why are all your angles? You know your angles.
Why is
how
your
do you know your
Instagram
angles
curated?
Why is there sunset here? Do you know how people do like three lines, Sunset here, picture here. It's giving. Should I
color coded?
Should I carry your purse?
Should I?
Nikutia blush.
Oh my God.
Tumekosa tu hicho.
Highlighter. Oh no.
Highlights na video. How can I know everything about you from your page?
You should give out mysterious.
Yeah.
The other day I heard there's a thing called Batman Man and Spider-Man Man.
What?
I know.
I think I'm too young for that. You're too old for that.
Yeah, I think it's a Gen Alpha thing, because that's something my young brother was talking about.
What's about Batman? What's a Batman man?
Batman man is mysterious. Like, he's the kind that we like. Like, doesn't have too many pictures.
He's chill.
He's to himself. Like, he's giving rude sometimes, but he has a
he's rude, but he's sweet to me.
Yeah, and Spider-Man man is like the golden retriever. He's all over you.
Everybody knows. Yeah,
you know, he's sweet, he's kind, he's, you know, he's the mushy cute. Yeah. So yeah, Batman man is the one for us.
Yeah,
if you're Batman man, hit me up.
Batman man. Batman man. He also has money.
Okay, yeah.
Batman has a superpowers there in Aela.
Really?
You know, money is a superpower.
Oh,
that's a life vibe. Money is a superpower.
Spider-Man like is he from?
No, Spider-Man is from the pits. He's
from
poor.
The pits.
He's poor, and he's not even raised by his parents. He's raised by his grandparents, his uncle. He's raised by his uncle and his aunt, and they're old seniors. He's poor, but he has superpowers. But Batman hana power yoyote.
If Batman
anaela hela ni superpower. Money is a superpower. Okay,
we digress.
Okay, and I think on the downside of having many mentors, you have almost few people you can relate to. You can't relate to a lot of people because wengi wao have children. Any malengo yao ni tofauti, unajua mimi when I'm at work, I'm thinking, let me save my money nikasafiri.
Oh yeah.
Let me save my money niende kuna event flan. Me, I'm a traveler person, so every money I go, I fly. No, actually I take a bus.
Oh, yeah, you take a bus. But it's okay, baby.
I take a bus.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day is one day.
One day is one day. Actually, one day might be tomorrow.
Tomorrow is one day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Monday, babe.
Tomorrow is Monday.
It's okay.
Relax. Breathe in.
I'm going back to my millennial workforce tomorrow. Anyway, and I think from school, from primary school, you go to secondary school, you go to chuo, you are in the same group of people throughout. So you're one, in a way. Your lives are kind of in the same direction. Even in chuo, there are a few people who worked during chuo. Like, we're mostly the same. But when you come to work is when you realize that everyone's in their own journey.
Yes.
Like, this is your first job, this is the second job. You're coming in, they're leaving. They just finished breastfeeding. You don't even understand the whole process of point of maternity leave, because it's like, I remember one thing that made me feel very Gen Z is when a workmate of mine joked, guys, I'm going on maternity leave. And I was like,
oh, we're already there.
Like, I was thinking, like, should I tell her I know a guy?
Oh my God.
Because when you're now we're at a point where if you're pregnant, I say congratulations.
No, me, I'm shocked.
I don't whisper.
Me,
babe, at this point,
should I be happy? Sometimes I ask.
Okay.
Is that something we should be happy about? Or are we looking
because I know somebody can take care of that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Very fast.
We can what did command cut?
Fetus deletus.
But I'm at a point where mtu can joke about maternity leave. Like, you could never joke about maternity leave at school. Like it's what do you mean? Like, shh,
early pregnancy.
Don't tell anybody, like, girl. It's a scandal. Why are you saying it loudly, girl? But now we're there. Like, where I'm with millennials, so that joke is funny.
Yeah,
but that joke was scary to me.
So one thing I wanted to speak about Ivo, kwamba you feel kinda kwamba you can relate to the environment. Same thing. Like, sometimes I'm like, it's almost like an imposter syndrome. It kinda is. I'm like, they're giving me this money. Kuna mtu mwingine anapewa this same money.
Analipa ada.
Analipa rent.
Rent comes with maji and umeme, by the way.
Ana
fix gari yake mwenyewe all the time.
And maybe this same money naenda kuweka nywele.
Unapendeza.
Naenda sijui branch. Sometimes I'm like, do I deserve this? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's some people who deserve this
more, yeah,
than me. I don't know. And this other time, last year, I went I traveled. I went to South Africa, in Cape Town, in Nairobi, and all that. Okay, sawa. So, a few of my workmates were follow kwenye Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? And
this Cape Town thing is not related to your work. It's on your personal life.
So half of the trip was a gig that I do on the side.
Okay.
And half of it was just, me having fun.
Okay.
Actually, the Cape Town part was me having fun.
Yeah.
The other was evil.
Yeah.
But obviously, no one is going to see Komba. I'm actually going there for work. Everyone
it looks luxurious. Yeah.
So at that point, I'm still a junior employee, right? So
all
these people who are kidogo you know, older than me wananifollow Instagram, they're like, hey, huyo mtoto anaenda huko Cape Town with what money, you know?
Yes.
And one time a friend of mine was like, actually, you were the talk of the office for a while, right? Like, have you seen Tekla's stories? And me, I'm gonna show it to your face. But I'm not in the country.
I'm not definitely, babe. Definitely. Even if it was you. Like, no, if you were the one who went outside the country, would you not show us that you were outside the country?
Private people, babes.
I can never be that private.
To the sky.
The sky is the same in every country, part of the world. Post the building, post the tarmac road.
So yeah, like at that point, a part of me was also like, oh my God, should I be timid about it?
Should I not show too much?
You know, are people going to think I have a mubaba? You know, like, are people going to start comparing, like, how labda tunamlipa too much? You know, like, you know, your boss can be like, yeah. So that's also a shock that I had. And I noticed you shouldn't be following some of, like, I don't know, that's my opinion though. You shouldn't be following your workmates on social media.
As in, you should not follow your workmates, or
block them if you can.
Me, I've been having a back and forth with that. I even asked my mentor, because Mimi, I know how to have fun, and when I'm having fun, it doesn't look like I work.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've been wondering, is it okay if I post myself, you know, I'm dancing on a table on the speaker? Because every time I go out, I will stand on something. Kama kuna meza, kuna speaker, nitasimamia, nitacheza. So I keep thinking, if my workmates see me in this light, will they doubt my ability to deliver? Yes. And she's told me that, you know what, this is your life. And me, one thing about me, I can't hide. I'm not good at being private.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't post it, I'll talk about it. I just can't. I cannot keep things inside. We have a effing podcast because I cannot mind my own business. I have to let you guys know my business. You get it? Yeah. So, like, I've been struggling with that. I still post what I want to post.
Yeah.
Like, I always have that in the back of my mind, like, could this have a consequence one day when I'm applying to become the CEO of a company in the next 20 years, and then someone says, mwangalia huyu picha zake ya 2024 huyu hapa,
kazi yake ni
unaona huyu ndio kiongozi wenu, ndio CEO wenu, you
know, wa kupanda juu ya meza,
you know. So I don't know. I still don't have the answer to that. If you have answers to that, like, let us know.
Yeah.
If you should post your personal life and allow your workmates to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
Okay.
I think I'm done.
Side?
Oh, one more. One more. When I fall short, my scapegoat is being a Gen Z.
Oh, yes, same.
People are always like,
they give you grace. Yeah.
She's a Gen Z. So I'm like, I want to be a Gen Z forever. I don't want Gen Alphas to come start working, because when they come, I'll become the auntie.
Yes.
The person born a shikamo, and I'll be like, child.
Yes.
So I like that. I hope it never goes away. And once I become old enough to be a Gen Z who is an adult, like a proper, fully functional adult, I hope that I'll have a different excuse. Like, oh, it's because she wears her hair natural. That's why she's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because she just had her first baby. I don't want to lose a scapegoat. I hope, I never want to lose a scapegoat for when I make a mistake, because currently that's the one they actually give it to me. I just say me, it's fine. Like, they just say, it's fine. She's young, she's starting, which is fair. I've only been working for 2 years. How long have you been working?
1 year, maybe, in some months. Yeah.
Okay, I've been working for 2 years. So that's a short time, actually.
It is.
And work ages you.
Really?
It does. I feel like
routine ages you. Like the constant, you wake up and do the same thing.
Yeah.
And this is actually scientific, by the way. It's not even something that I'm making up. Someone said, your brain, your like, every time you learn something new or you do something new, a new neuron pathway is formed, right? So that's why when you are younger, you thought kwamba the day goes by so slowly, because every single time you are learning
something.
Yeah, you're learning something new, a new experience and whatnot. But now time goes by so fast because you're doing the same thing every single day.
I can't believe I've been working with my current employer for almost 18 months now.
Really?
In my first job, I could not conceptualize working somewhere for 5 years. But now I can see how time can fly so fast. Yeah. And that's why I'm always trying to remind myself, like, don't be afraid to. Also, Pia, I think amongst millennials, I've noticed a comfort. Like, because they've been working for so long, they've been doing this for so long, they're comfortable maybe in their role, they've been doing it for 5 years. Yeah. they have been working in this company for 10 years and it's fine. I never want to lose that spontaneity of let me move, after 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, because you find people in the same place and they're comfortable. I think also when you're older, you don't want too much to disrupt you.
Yes.
I get that, and
There's
that can
so
be a
much
trap.
going on in your life.
That can be a trap to just be so comfortable in one position that you don't think of greener pastures or new ideas. So I think that's one thing I want to try stay clear of, because it's easy to be comfortable. It's easy because that's what you know. And I think also what work has done for me, to me, it's kind of removed the spontaneity of youth. Like when I was in school, if you had nothing to do on a Sunday, you would just go. Let's go out, or let's go hiking out of nowhere. But right now, everything needs to be planned. So that losing that spontaneity or control over your time when it comes to a corporate job, because some old jobs allow you that, but when it comes to a corporate 9 to 5 job, you kind of lose that spontaneity. And I feel like that is a spark of life. Just doing things anyhow.
I really don't want us to be boring.
I don't, and I worry. What if when we become like when we grow older, will we like not be cool anymore?
No, we will be cool.
We'll be very cool.
We'll be cool, but there are gonna be people who are cooler than us, or think that they're cooler than us.
Is that okay?
It's not okay. I'm gonna fight them. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be the bitter auntie.
Back in my days, you think this is cool?
You think this
we did a podcast?
No.
Yeah,
and more than this.
And one thing I'm grateful for is that we still have that spontaneity of youth. Being here, recording a podcast on a Sunday is a big feat for us, and I'm so proud of us, babe. High five.
High five.
We really hope. I'm done with my points. You come on a point, nyingine?
Babes, I'm done here.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I thought we'd have so much to say. I'm glad we've kept it brief. We have, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we kind of
banter in the beginning.
Yeah. We're very nervous. We're gonna get better and better at this, and we've done so well. I'm proud of us.
So we're having a very hard time to high five because we want to high five.
We cannot touch the mic.
Yeah, we have to be like.
Yeah, we have to be very nini. But anyway, it's cool. And I think we're wrapping this up. We are available on social media. My Instagram is Nkishanira, NKISHANIRA. I'm only available on Instagram. Facebook, ukinikuta, that's the old me. Instagram is a new me. I'm not on Twitter or TikTok. I'm on TikTok actually, but I forgot my password and I have some cringe.
Actually, Shanira is a weird Gen Z who's not on TikTok.
TikTok is destructive.
What do you mean?
It's so
same as Instagram Reels.
It sucks your attention. No, Instagram Reels. Ukifungua Instagram hivi, you have a chance. For example, on TikTok, ukifungua hivi, you're met with a video. Yeah. So from the very beginning, you are kind of programmed and you're sucked there. Instagram kidogo gives you a choice. When you go, you can see kuna highlights hapa, niangalie highlights. Au niangalie hii post ya mtu fulani. You have autonomy, so you can control your mind as you're scrolling through. On TikTok, and that algorithm ya TikTok they're so good, they're mind readers. You will stay there. I'm scared, guys. And the Americans, the reason why Instagram is the way it is because Americans have consumer protection laws. They care about the consumer. Like, you cannot exploit them to the end. But Chinese people,
Shanira is going to talk
Chinese people do not care about consumers. They are here for their money. So if they can get your attention for 3 hours, even if you don't eat, they will do it. And that's why I'm not on TikTok. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay. Me, I'm on TikTok. I don't remember my handle on TikTok, but on Facebook. Whoop.
Yeah.
It's giving millennial.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, Tekla 2.0. THECLA 2.0. Not 0.
Oh. Is it
on Twitter?
Not 0. I get confused sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm on Twitter. But yeah.
If you want to drag us through Tekka's page, because I'm
no, guys, enough dragging.
Wait, Tekka has been dragged. But I feel like you've made it. If you're dragged, so you've made it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Guys, please drag Tekla, because for me, that's a sign that we've done it.
Yeah.
No, don't, guys. No,
yeah.
It's a joke.
Don't be bullies.
Yeah, why you be like that? You GenZ's. Go get corporate jobs so you don't have time to be scrolling on Twitter.
I know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.